When the Family and friends, today we are here to celebrate Phillip Anthony West and Kimberly Dawn Milby as they begin their journey as husband and wife. On their behalf, I would like to take a moment and thank everyone for joining us on this wonderful occasion. As I gather my thoughts for today, all I could do was think about your stories and how every little thing led you to where we are today. There have been difficult times and easy times, sorrow and joy, tears and laughter, but in the end you persevered and came out more dedicated and stalwart. Your stories are quite similar, and when you think about all that you've gone through in life, you realize not only was it rewarding, but it made you a stronger person, a more caring and understanding individual, a more dedicated and true friend, a more considerate and compassionate family member, and a more loving and committed parent. And looking back on it now, I bet you wouldn't have traded anything as we stand here today. It truly does make you believe that there is a God, and He has a plan for all of us, whether we understand it or not. I am not one who is big on expressions, idioms, or sayings, but several came to mind when thinking about the both of you. The first is, it takes a whole village to raise a child. This African saying is so appropriate as you will both attest that friends and family have been incredibly instrumental in helping to raise both Christian and Gunnar. These two boys have brought so much exuberance and joy to our lives, and I know that you are both incredibly appreciative and grateful to all who have been a part of this process. But it has been just as important and meaningful to us. And while we might not have realized it at the time, we have all been enriched by this process. By allowing us to be an integral part of your lives, we, the village, have prospered emotionally and grown closer as a family. So while the phrase, it takes a whole village to raise a child, seems appropriate at face value, it is not only the child that matures and grows, but so does the village. The next expression that came to mind was, all good things come to those that wait. And wait you did. Being a single parent put your lives on hold. This didn't mean that you never dated, but that was not what was at the forefront of what you needed to do at the time. Kim, I remember a conversation we had about a year ago, right before you met Phil. We were talking about dating and finding the right person. You told me that you would never settle, that if you were going to marry, it was going to have to be the right person, and that you would rather stay single than be with someone you didn't love and respect.
That's you, Mommy.
And you didn't care if that took a lifetime of life. We talked about what you would look for in a soulmate, and there was no question that you knew what qualities were important and necessary. You said this in such a matter-of-fact way that I was positive that you would stick to your guns and you would not compromise yourself in any way. That's why when Phillip came into your life, you knew in a matter of weeks that he was the right person for you. And while normally I might cast aspersions on coming to a decision so quickly, I was confident that you had met the love of your life. Phillip, you too were willing to wait, and while I did not know you before Kim, you and I have had some long, meaningful, and introspective talks, some enhanced by liquid libations, where I have learned your story from childhood trials and successes to future hopes and aspirations. You also knew exactly what you wanted in a future bride and were not willing to settle for anything less. What is wonderfully inspiring about both of you is that your experiences led you to be ardent and resolute in what you wanted out of life and not to take anything less. That is why by sticking to your virtues and core values, you have proved that all good things come to those that wait. Finally, I'm going to go a little biblical on you. I bet you didn't expect it. But Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 through 11 states, two are better than one, since they have reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up the other, but woe to the one who falls and has no second to lift them up. Moreover, if two lie down, they will have warmth. But how will one have warmth? As you know, I almost never quote scripture. In fact, this might be the first time. However, this just seems so appropriate as you both go forward. You understand what it is like to toil and work hard, but not seem to move forward. You know what it is like to fall and fail and not have someone there for you for support or a shoulder to cry on. And you know what it's like not to have the warmth of another for guidance and comfort. And while you both have succeeded in life, you now have each other, so that your rewards in life will be greater and your joys can be shared. When you fall or fail, you will have the support of each other to carry you through the difficult time. And having that warmth that another supplies will help you emotionally and physically. Phillip, I have not had the chance of knowing you a lifetime, but through our times together, I feel that I've not only got to know a lot about you, but about who you have, not a lot about you, but who you have been, and have been able to delve into some very deep and interesting subjects. Our friendship has grown, and I know will continue to grow because of who you are. Philip, you definitely dispel the axiom not to judge a book by its cover. When I first met you, I wondered who was this big tattooed guy and what type of wild child is he. My guard was up, as I am very protective about who I thought Kim should date, but I should have trusted her judgment. And as all of us know, you are incredibly reflective and think things through to their conclusion. Your decisions are based off of prior observation and experience, and nothing is done without thought and meaning. Even your tattoos tell a story. There is a reason for each one, and they represent something or someone important in your life. You are an incredibly kind and thoughtful person, and I do not think any of us have heard you say an unkind thing or raise your voice. Well, maybe better now. It was obvious to us all that you are a devoted father who put his son first. If all these traits were it, you would have been a good match for him. But you did the one thing that was the most important to her without even knowing it. You embraced Christian from the very beginning. The most that any mother could wish for, and I know this was a top criteria for him, was to treat, accept, and love Christian as he was your own. All the flowers and gifts in the world could not mean more to her than how you have embraced Christian in your life. But that is who you are and what makes you such a perfect half of the puzzle. Philip, you have gone from being a part of a small family into now being a part of a much larger Milby group that will tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. There is much laughter, love, and joy, but being heard is not the easiest thing. I and the rest of the guys are happy to have another person join us in the other room, wherever that is, when we are all together. If you want to be heard, stick with us. From the beginning, Gunnar has become a permanent fixture in our lives, and while we can't imagine Kim without you, we cannot imagine Gunnar not being a part of the family picture. He is a whirlwind of energy and happiness. He makes us all smile and laugh and brings a wonderful levity into our lives, though he can be quite exhausting. I think I realize now how Kim has been able to lose the weight and keep it off. It's the Gunnar factor. I know just as it was important to Kim, it is important for you that Gunnar be accepted. I just want you to rest assured that he is. Kim, I feel that we came into each other's lives as our lives were making significant changes. Circumstances led us to look at our surroundings, question what we wanted, and really take charge of our future. At that time, Christian was just a toddler, and as he grew, I remember watching you mature. While you were in your early 20s, it was a tumultuous time emotionally for you. To be honest, I was a little nervous for a while. But then a light turned on for you and it all seemed to click. While we had always had an incredibly good relationship, we were able to talk and hang out. All of a sudden, I noticed a level of maturity and started to watch you take control of your life. Kim, whether you believe it or not, and I think you're just realizing this, you are an incredibly strong woman. You have your own opinions that are not easily swayed by others, but are willing to listen to others. You are an amazing mother and have done a phenomenal job raising Christian. You have a strong commitment to your family. You have been an amazing presence in our lives and have been there for us when we have needed and without being asked. You are a true friend, and all of your friends and family know they can count on you. And whether you realize it or not, you have become a leader at work, and those qualities have been incorporated into everyday life. If this were everything, we could not be more proud of you. But when Phillip came into your life, you opened up your heart wider than I thought was possible, and accepted and treated Gunnar as if he were your own. I have rarely seen that level of love and absolute commitment. Phillip knew right away that he had a keeper when he saw this. And I know from that point on, he was not going to let you go. And just in case Phillip couldn't figure it out, I know that Dana would have let him know. You and she have grown so close over the last year, and I know that you cherish the bond that you have. It is said that absence makes the heart grow fonder. Well, Phillip took this to heart, and while I was worried that it might not work, you guys have embraced it as a part of who you are, and it has made you stronger as a couple and a family. I know you look forward to the day that Phillip can work close by, but until that day comes, at least he will keep the forest very busy. Kim, I am sure that I speak for all of us when I say that I am so proud of all that you have accomplished and done in life. I am also so excited and happy for the both of you, for all that you have in front of you now, and all that you are about to experience and be a part of in the future. We will now do the exchanging of vows. Do you, Phillip, take Kim to be your wife? Do you promise to respect her and listen to her, to trust her and honor her opinions, to discuss things and compromise when necessary, to be the man she has come to know and honor her as your wife, to be a good father to your children, to hold her in your arms in times of trouble, and hold hands with her in times of joy, and promise to love Kim and be there for her at all times, no matter the circumstance? Do you, Kim, take Phillip to be your husband? Do you promise to respect him and listen to him, to trust him and honor his opinions, to discuss things and compromise when necessary, to be the woman he has come to know and honor him as your husband, to be a good mother to your children, to hold him in your arms in times of trouble, and hold hands with him in times of joy, and promise to love Phillip and be there for him at all times, no matter the circumstance? We are now going to do the sand ceremony. This represents the separate lives coming together as one and the blending of the two families as a single family.
Gentleman with a few days.
What token of your love and devotion do you have to offer each other? The wedding ring is a traditional symbol of eternity that dates back thousands of years. For some, the circle represents perfection without a beginning or an end. For others, it represents a binding unity. What I want you to take from today is that whenever you look at your ring, remember that it was given as a sign of your spouse's love and fidelity. So it is not a sign of your dedication and constant commitment to the relationship, but of their commitment, dedication, and love to you. Philip, as you place the ring on King's finger, please repeat after me. I offer my vow to you in the form of this ring, so that my word and my love will always be with you. Close to your heart. Kim, as you place the ring on Philip's finger, please repeat after me. I offer my vow to you in the form of this ring.
I offer my vow to you in the form of this ring.
So that my word and my love will always be with you. Close to your heart. By the authority that you have granted and honored me with in the eyes of God, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Phillip West.
Who saw that?